Hi, my name is Wayne Allen. I'm the CEO of Insurance Thought Leadership, and we're here at InsurTech Connect 2018. And I'm joined this afternoon by Laura Favinger. She is the Chief Administrative Officer at the Insurance Information Institute, better known as the TripleI.
There you go.
Laura, pleasure.
Thank you very much for having us.
So let's start off by talking about the TripleI and its mission and its vision, and how TripleI as an institution feels its role is in the industry.
Sure. Well, we've been around for 60 years, and our main mission is really to support the public understanding of insurance, what it does, how it works, which seems sort of a simple proposition, but it's not always.
Right.
We are a member-driven organization, or industry-supported. We don't lobby, but what we try to do is be an independent voice of accurate and timely information about insurance subjects of the day. So we're there to support whatever's going on in the environment, in the industry, get the message out to consumers, to media, obviously to anyone who comes anywhere near insurance about the value of insurance, personal, commercial, whatever it happens to be.
Right. So, when I think about the TripleI, and even look at the name, it's the word information is in the middle of it, right? But TripleI is way more than just a data bank of information, right?
Right.
So, tell me about the kind of the aspirational goals of the TripleI and the impact you're trying to make on behalf of your members.
Well, I think thought leadership is the big thing for us, right? Being able to be out there on topics of the day, cybersecurity, for example. In fact, just yesterday, we released a co-branded study with J.D. Power that talked about cybersecurity for personal and small businesses, with some really interesting results about how much people know about their smart devices and whether or not they have coverage for them or not, or if they...
How much they don't know about their...
How much they don't know. And but what we really found is there's a great opportunity for insurers to be out there talking about that.
Right.
Whether it is individuals who may not know what's in their homeowners or renters insurance about identity theft and other things, and also businesses, small businesses in particular. One statistic is sort of interesting, and we talk about this in the study, but small businesses suffer a cyber event almost as much as drivers suffer accidents in the United States. I mean, there's a frequency there, which is sort of interesting, and it can just be, it's not always a massive event, obviously, but when they have a particular information is misappropriated, and then how they respond to it, and whether they even know that there are things out there that can help them mitigate that risk.
Right. So that's interesting. That kind of opens up like three avenues. One, that based on what you said, you would normally think that the carriers would expect the TripleI to help them with like almost a PSA, a public service announcement. Hey, be aware of.
Yes. Yeah.
But then there's also, so what do I do about it? Right. So kind of instead of each individual carrier messaging that out, the TripleI would message out, hey, if you're a small business owner and you have a cyber event, here's what you do about it.
Yeah.
And then it occurs to me that there's a storytelling element, right? In the insurance industry, I mean, they've traditionally done a pretty not so good job of telling their own story, right? They don't toot their horn very well, but you and I agree that insurance at its core drives economies.
Absolutely.
It drives business, that there wouldn't be business without insurance. And so it's critical that people understand the value of that. So talk about the TripleI's role in that storytelling.
Yeah. So, I think that's exactly right. We did a white paper earlier this summer where we talked about that, and released a video where we tried to portray what would the world look like without insurance, for example.
I saw that.
And it's really pretty interesting when you think of all of the things that we take for granted on a day-to-day basis. The fact that there is an insurance solution to mitigate risk is something that people need to be aware of. And we haven't, I think, as an industry, and I've been in the industry a long time, we haven't always told that story. And I think there is a real effort to do that now. And really talk about, not be embarrassed about it, but be really out there with that message. And and that circles around to yet another issue around wanting to continue to attract great talent into the industry. other companies or other industries were concerned about the talent gap, and insurance is really and has been such a great provider of jobs. Forget even the risk mitigation part, but just as an employers, and then what we do in communities all across the country and really across the world, if you look at it that way. So talk about that. We want to do that and give people a sense of that, and maybe hopefully attract more people that will be interested in joining the industry as well.
Well, as a recovered lawyer, I sure wish I'd run across the industry about 30 years ago.
There you go. Exactly.
It would have been a lot more fun. So specifically, what are the kinds of things that the TripleI is looking to do over the next 12 months or so to kind of begin to serve their constituency in unique and meaningful ways?
Well, every year we set priorities, and we come up with a strategy of the issues that we think we need to be out there talking about, and it's a combination really of research and public education. So we have messaging, webinars. We do our annual joint forum in January, where we really try to pick very topical issues of interest. We're having General McChrystal come speak about leadership, Mitch Landrieu talking about flood. We're going to have a flood town hall. So by elevating and amplifying those issues and getting that out there through social, the digital strategy is huge now for companies, as it is for us. That's how we're getting that messaging out there as well. But one good example, just recently with Hurricane Florence, we were pretty much round the clock helping to educate reporters and others about flood insurance or the lack thereof, but also just about preparation and then recovery, what you do if you have a claim. So we can again help to amplify what that messaging is. We consider ourselves working as partners with regulators and local authorities to get those kind of messages out. So companies have a lot to worry about and deal with in the lead up to and the aftermath of. If we can be there to continue to beat the drum, then we see that as something that's really additive.
Right. So we've been privileged to have had a little bit of a partnership relationship with TripleI, and we're big supporters of what they are, and we believe that TripleI is one of the key associations that is critical to this evolution or transformational process the industry is going through, and so it plays that key role. Right. So give me just a quick snippet. If I were a carrier or a potential new member of TripleI. Give me the sales pitch. What do I get when I become a member of TripleI? Well,
you certainly get our brand, which has historically been a very trusted resource, very able to provide information and data that you can use with your marketing teams, with brokers and agents to talk about the issues of the day. We spend an awful lot of time on doing good research, partnering with other groups, the Florida AOB issue, for example, in addition to the white paper that I mentioned in the Shady Powers study. We're going to bring a little bit of a unique twist on some of the issues that you're dealing with as an insurance company, where we can help support what you're doing. We have subscriber memberships also, where we'll help you with press releases and speech writing and other things. And we have begun to change our membership model a little bit as well, to sort of open it up to all kinds of different and new interests that are going on in the industry.
Well, I know Sean Kevelin talked you into leaving Zurich to join TripleI about 6 months ago. He obviously made a wise choice, right? I'm not sure what he had to get you over there, but it was a good thing. And TripleI's leadership under Sean has been outstanding, right? And our time together has only kind of emphasized the fact that the quality and the vision of TripleI and what it's going to do for the industry is just that much more enhanced. I want to appreciate. Thank you for your time.
Well, and we enjoy our partnership with you, so thank you. It's been very nice to talk to you.
All right, Laura. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye.